That's so funny. Honey, it's just a snowman. So, that's just a little snowman. Doesn't even move. It's a snowman, girl. Come on. It's a little snowman. It's a little snowman. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just a snowman. So he says good morning to y'all. He's gonna come and sit with us when we talk some football, huh? It's a good baby. That's a good bobo. Did we sleep in today? You and Daddy slept in, didn't we? Yeah. Kind of overslept today. It's okay. Zach, what's up, brother? Buddy? Eric, what's up, my good guy? My good brother? How are you doing, man? Hope all is well with you. Hope all is well with you. We'll let some people filter in here. Sarah, hellos, good mornings. We'll get into it. Going with Cardinals hat for Kyler Murray. Ooh, yes, sir. That is my cash lineup quarterback this week. As of right now, I'll tell you what my cash lineup looks like. As of right now, my cash lineup is Kyler Murray, Aaron Jones, Mike Davis, flex. I have Duke Johnson for cash. This is for cash. Keenan Allen, Pittsburgh defense in my cash lineup. Pittsburgh defense. Gosh, who are my other receivers? Oh, Judy, and then who's my other guy? Who's my other guy I was talking about? Who else was I on for receivers this week? What's up, Brandon Boss? What's going on? What time are you going live for the basketball box? So that I'm gonna do, Zach, at after the noon games. Well, yeah, RSR goes live tomorrow night, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So after the noon games, before the in between the noon and 3 or 3:30 games is when I'm gonna go live with the box. So we'll be doing that this afternoon, separate live at home on the desktop. We're gonna do six packs, 6 autos. Hopefully we can pull some cool autos, maybe a 101 or some cracked ice auto action of like a LaMelo or somebody, man. Edwards, Wiseman. Should I start Antonio Clown or John Brown in flex? I would go with John Brown, personally. That Bills and Arizona game is going to be a shootout. You know, I honestly, as much as I love Kyler Murray, what's up, Mark? Good morning to you, brother. I'm on my way to drop a couple more packages off and then pick up some of my favorite caffeine. I also really love Josh Allen on the other side of this game. Again, it's going to be a shootout, right? Here's kind of a quarterback that I think is sneaky. A quarterback that I really think is sneaky this week is Drew Lock. The point totals are up there if you look at the lines, and it's supposed to be a close game. I think Drew Lock is a sneaky, very sneaky GBB play. Deshaun Watson, I'm a fan of. He's not getting a lot of love. What's up, Hammer? How you been, man? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you this morning. We're just on our way to drop off some packages. We're going to get some caffeine drink of our choice at Starbucks or wherever. And we're going to talk NFL Week 10. But I think, GBB-wise, I really like Drew Lock. I really like the correlation in playing him with, Jerry Jeudy. It sounds like Jerry's going to play. He's been, getting how many targets a week the last few weeks? He's really come through. He's kind of shown to be like he's going to be Denver's receiver, Denver's guy, right? It's hard to pick a running back in Denver because you really don't know what the hell they're doing there. Like, it's a running back by committee. You know, again, in my world, in my lineups that I hand build, I'm looking for a running back or running backs that get 20 to 25 total touches between rushes and receptions, balls thrown to them. I can't find that ever in a Denver backfield because it just doesn't happen, right? Or you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who is going to get the deals. There's too many uncertainties. There's too many unknowns. Now, again, that's a great type of play for GPP. So when I keep talking about my cash lineup, my GPP lineups, cash you want to play very safe, meaning you pretty much know that this guy's going to get it. Like Duke Johnson, even though he's not 100% safe, Duke Johnson and Mike Davis this week are as safe as it's going to get, right? They have other running backs on the team. We've seen it before where another back comes in that we haven't heard of any talk all week, and we have like a Duke Johnson or a Mike Davis situation, and then all of a sudden this Timmy Duana is in there and he's getting all the touches. Like, that can still happen, but the chances are better on our side that Mike Davis and guys like Duke Johnson with their other teammates hurt are going to get the bulk of the carries as far as for the running back. I have Philip Lindsay on every play. Exactly, Brennan. It's impossible to trust who exactly in Denver is going to get the bulk or the meat load of the carries, or is it just going to be split 50-50? So Mike Davis, Duke Johnson, as much as I always never say somebody's probably always an exact lock, they're about as locky as it comes in cash lineups, okay? Now, again, you can still play them in GPPs because, like we've talked before, GPP lineups in NFL are not really crazily, insanely unique. They have a lot of high-owned players, and then it usually has two positions, maybe three position or slots in your lineup that are low owned, single digits, 3%, 5% owned that just go off, right? So again, quarterbacks I'm going to start with, which I already kind of did, but Kyler Murray, got the Arizona add-on today. Kyler Murray would be my top guy. He is my cash quarterback. When he's my cash quarterback, he's going to be probably my favorite quarterback because we can only pick one. Josh Allen is going to be number 2, okay? Deshaun Watson is probably going to be number 3. Russ Wilson, he's going to be there, but I don't know how much I'm going to have of him because he disappointed he didn't disappoint last week, but it took him a long time to get it going. He should have played much better. And then I really like Drew Lock as kind of like that sneaky quarterback, right? Derek Carr could also be a little bit of a sneak. I'm not huge on Herbert this week. Keenan Allen is one of my other receivers in, as if I didn't already say that, in my cash lineup. Tight end, I went with in my cash lineup. Tight end, I put in Dallas Goedert. I think it's a big Dallas Goedert day. Again, whenever I say things like this, it seems to point elsewhere. Carson Wentz is an interesting play at quarterback this week as well. I really, really like that Travis Fulgham too. More in GPPs than in cash. But I do really like him. Running backs. I've already talked about a couple of them. Can't wait to watch Ramsey and DK Metcalf go off today. Should be good. Yeah, should be. TJ Hawkinson is a great play too, but I'll get to that. I'm just saying my cash lineup tight end was Goedert this week. TJ Hawkinson is in the list of tight ends. Yes. Good call on that when I get there. What's up, Chase? Here we go. Running backs. I've already named 3. Aaron Jones, Mike Davis, Duke Johnson. Duke Johnson and Mike Davis, you could almost say are locks in cash games, although we can never really say somebody's a lock. What's his nuts is out with a concussion, right? So David Johnson's out with a concussion. So there you go. And then Aaron Jones. I almost wonder if Aaron Jones, there's win factors in that Green Bay game. Yeah, I almost wonder if the win factors, how much that's going to change people's plays from like a Aaron Rodgers and a Devontae Adams pivoting off of those 2 guys and going to an Aaron Jones, right? More of a run-heavy game. He's still going to pass, guys. And here's the thing. When they talk about wind, when there's like bad wind and touts that talk about DFS plays and who they're on and whatever, when they talk about wind, have you ever seen Pat Mahomes in any games not throw for 200 plus touchdowns or 200 plus yards and like a couple touchdowns? And he's played in a lot of win games. These guys know how to throw the football. They know how to throw the wind. Yes, the wind can play a factor. Absolutely it can. But they're still going to throw the ball. Don't let that fool you. They're still going to throw passes. If it's a snowstorm, they still throw passes in the snowstorm. You see it every time. You see it every year. Yes, they probably run a little bit more, but there is going to be receptions. There is going to be things like that happen. So don't if you're on a guy, it may wing you off him, but don't let it totally discourage you if it's a crazy matchup. Wind plays more of a factor in the kicking game. Exactly, and that's really it. Shaq Rat, that's really it, man. The kicking game. Quarterbacks can throw. Yes, part of the time they're going to have to throw into the wind, but they can still do it. Rodgers will be unfazed. Exactly. Like Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers would be good. I think I have him in like one GPP lineup. Aaron Rodgers would be an all right GPP play. I don't know. Brennan Boss. I do like at Antonio Gibson. Oh, that's my other lock. My other cash lineup lock, I guess we'll go right into receivers now, is Terry McLaurin. I talked about him yesterday, guys. He is my other cash. So it's Keenan. Okay, so here's my cash lineup right now. If you guys want to know Deafness's FanDuel cash lineup, here it is. It's Kyler Murray, Aaron Jones, Mike Davis, Keenan Allen, Terry McLaurin, Jerry Jeudy, Dallas Goedert, Duke Johnson, and Pittsburgh defense. That is my cash lineup right there, guys. That's who I'm playing in cash and in head-to-heads. That's who I got right now. As of right now, that's where we stand. Okay, so receivers, Terry McLaurin, obviously. Jerry Jeudy. Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen has had like an average of like 11 or 12 targets in the last like 3-4 weeks. He's like, Herbert just goes to him. It's an automatic, as most guys do. Yep, Gibson McLaurin. What's up, Amy? How you doing? KJ Hamler, she says. Yeah, I'm more of a fan of Jerry Jeudy, but you can go KJ Hamler, sure. You can definitely do that. Other receivers. Tyler Lockett, I don't know. DJ Metcalf, Christian Kirk, right? Christian Kirk and D-Hop. D-Hop's a little too expensive, but as I love Murray, I'm playing Murray naked most of the time this week, meaning I'm not playing him with any other receiver, correlation receiver. I just don't feel like it's necessary. Tight end, we're going to go. Well, hang on. I'm going to drop these packages off. You guys, Tux, what up, brother? James, what up? You guys keep yourself company for a second. Chat amongst each other. I'll be right back with tight ends and defense. And then we're going to go get ourselves a drink. I got to drop these packages off. I'm at the post office. All right, we back, guys. We back. It'll be great. Someone to try to snag the car and get the... Yeah, right? That's... You know, it's funny. That's... She likes to come with me all the time, James. So when I go to, like, Walmart and I'm going to run in real quick, keep the heat on or the AC on, windows cracked a little bit, whatever, I'll keep the car running and just have her in here. And I'm just thinking, yeah, what if someone thought they were going to be slick? And like, oh, this guy left his car running. I'm going to go steal it. Because the one time I didn't do that and I left my car running, it was like the winter time, because I ran in real quick to Walmart. Somebody pulled all my change out of my... Dude, my cup holders, I can't put like things in my cup holder and they sit normal. Like they'll fall because I have so much change in my cup holders. And I clear them out like every so once in a while. But it's like full all the way, almost all the way up on both sides of just like quarters and dimes and nickels and pennies. Yeah, right? Dirty bait car. That'd be dope, right? Yeah, and a lot of times she sits in my seat when I'm out of the car. Like she'll sit there right in the seat so no one else can come in, and then she moves over when she sees me come to the door. So, yeah, she's smart. She knows. She's a smart girl. Very smart girl. She knows I'm talking about her. Very smart girl. She got her ears back. Like she's really happy. We got very smart girls. Yes. Yes. All right. Tight ends. Tight ends, like I said, my cash lineup tight end is going to be Dallas Goedert. TJ Hawkinson, somebody brought up. Darren Waller, I touched on it yesterday a little bit about Darren Waller. He's, for the price tag you're paying for him, he's barely producing, right? Like, he didn't do enough last week for how much he costs. He did not do enough for how much he costs. Jimmy Graham, underrated. Jimmy Graham, interesting. Jimmy Graham, where is Jimmy Graham? Is he still in Green Bay? Because Tanya and them are kind of getting all the looks these days, I think. All right. Defenses, we're going Pittsburgh. We're going Steelers. We're going, I love Green Bay defense this week. I don't mind going to Washington. A punt defense would be somebody like Oakland Raiders. Oakland would be my kind of cheaper punt defense, if you will. But man, again, guys, let me talk about this a little bit again. There's some different people in here that normally aren't in here, and I don't know if they play DFS or they just watch me or because I was live today. But defense is a spot or a position that I really honestly wish in DFS they would just take away, because it's such high variance, right? Like, here's a perfect example and a great time to talk about defense and DFS and fantasy. So last week, Pittsburgh going up against Jacksonville, who had a new quarterback starting, right? Never played a game in his life, was in a perfect spot. Perfect spot. Should have probably had another, should have, right? Should have had another 15, 20 point defensive game, right? And what did they end up at? Like, Jacksonville ended up scoring, like, what? Didn't they score 20-some points last week with that quarterback? And not to say that, not to take anything away from first-time quarterback, but nobody really knew a lot about the kid, right? The most I knew about him is that I had just gotten some mystery packs, and I got one of his contenders autos in it, like, I opened a couple days earlier before he was starting his first game of his career. So that was cool. And the guy that packed them probably had no clue, because he probably had these packed for a while, like in their packages to ship out, because he sells a bunch of them, right? Because I bought 2 of them and he had quantities of like 15 or 20 or whatever. So defense is one of those things where it's really just a crapshoot. Like, again, here's another example from last week. I was heavily on the Vikings defense. Heavily. Half of my lineups had Vikings defense in them, right? Because this was, we didn't know if Stafford was going to play or not. Once Stafford was called, he was in, I got off all of my Viking defense. I took them out in every single flipping lineup. Every lineup. And look what they did. They pretty much shut down Detroit, right? They had a great game. They did better than Pittsburgh did at $1,600 cheaper in salary. Pittsburgh was $5,000, the max for a defense in cost, right? And Vikings were like $3,400. $1,600 I could have saved, and I would have got more points. That Trooper's here again. This lady's there every day. She parks her Trooper car over there on the side, and I always think, why is the Trooper sitting here? And then I see her walking out, going to the car, no one else in there. All right. In my house, Uncle Fester, best place to be. If you look up my house on Google Maps, I'm on my front porch with my ass cheeks out. They blurred it, though. That is freaking hilarious, James. That is so freaking funny. It'd be the dumbest thief to even touch the door handle if Deafness car was doing it. I'm telling you guys, I know. You know how sometimes people are, like, thieves or whoever? Sometimes people are like they do it quick, and they're not really paying attention. Like, they check to see if the door's unlocked, they jump in. It'd be one of those cases where they wouldn't really be looking in, or especially if it was dark out, because she's dark, right? So they wouldn't really maybe necessarily see her up close, get in. That'd be crazy, huh? Dude, I don't think I've ever been into a Hobby Lobby. Does Hobby Lobby have anything cool? Would they have cards? They should have cards at Hobby Lobby. That would be the dopest. What's up, Alan? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hobbs, the hobbyist. What are you up to, brother? How you been, my man? You been good? Happy Sunday to you. Happy football Sunday. Fun day. Anybody got any fantasy questions for their season-long teams they want me to look into, answer? They don't have cards at Hobby Lobby, but they do. Cool stuff there. Yeah. They have top loaders at a Hobby Lobby? Damn, I wonder what time they open. I was going to say we could go in there and check it out and see if they had anything. Nice, hobbyist. Good deal, brother. Good to hear. Good to hear, my man. Good to hear. Any of you guys have season-long questions, fantasy questions for your boy? So again, one more time, my cash lineup is Kyler Murray, Aaron Jones, Mike Davis, Terry McLaurin, Keenan Allen, Jerry Jeudy, Dallas Goedert, Duke Johnson, and Pittsburgh Steelers defense. What do you think of Jeffrey coming back to the Eagles? My take with players coming back from injuries I'm always very timid, very scared to play them. I talked about this last week with CMC, man. What did I say, guys? I said, even though, what did he have? He had 3 touchdowns. I don't remember how many carries he had. But now he's already hurt again, right? He's already hurt. He's already hurt. And guys, me liking Judy, like I said, I think a sneaky quarterback this week is Drew Lock. You know why? Because he puts on for his city, on for his city. He puts on for his city, on for his city. You guys know where that's from, right? That was that song he was singing on the sidelines last year or whatever when he won the big game. Or when he came back to win the game. And he was on the sidelines jamming. He was singing the I Put On for My City. Wasn't sure how much Jeffrey is, but I slashed him into a fantasy. Well, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You do your cash lineups on FanDuel? Yes. Yes, I create all my own cash lineups. Last week, I played $168 in cash games. So I did $50 head-to-heads, $25 head-to-heads, the big 5 double up, the $2 double up, $11 double up, and then I also do the quinteens, like the times 5 if you win, what you play. And that last Herbert touchdown, that obviously wasn't a touchdown. I'm not complaining that it was. I'm saying the one that wasn't a touchdown costs me $130. Like, I just barely lost last week. With GBB lineups and everything else, I lost $30. I played $228. I lost $30 total. So I ended back at 180, 190 something. I would have been up like $100 for the day if Mike Williams would have caught the first one that he had, and then if that other one would have been actually caught for a touchdown. Yeah. You know what, Terry Paul, that's funny you say that, brother. Deafness, pick 2 for fantasy non-PPR. Claypool. I really like Fulgham, and I really like Judy, dude. Judy is like my guy this week. Judy is my guy this week. The dude has just proved that he's got it, man. He's just proved that he's a baller. He's proved that he's gonna be their guy in Denver. Like, I honestly, like, he'll be a guy if I do any season longs, and I'm in 2 this year. I'm in my big boy one. It's $100 a team league. It was an auction league. And then I got him in my Yahoo one, but like going forth, he would be a guy that I would consider drafting fairly high, like next year. Like, dude, he's just one of those guys, man. He's just a baller, man. That's all I can say. He's a baller. So Terry, I put your lineup in DraftKings and couldn't afford all those players. Seems like you can. Yes, faster. You will definitely find that out. You'll have to. Pricing is totally way different. I'll look when I get off, because I'm on my phone right now. I'm gonna have another phone soon. I'm gonna be like Kevin Gates, and I'm going back to 2 phones. I got 2 phones, one for the plug and one for the love. One for the bitches and one for the thugs. I got 2 phones. Ring, ringing. Don't ringing. No, but then I can check stuff while I'm talking to you guys too on my other phone. I'm in my car. I wonder what we could. So, what's Kyler's? So, what is a different quarterback you could put in? Like, can you go down to another quarterback and keep everybody else and make it work? That anybody I've talked about, any quarterbacks I've talked about? Yeah, flashbacks, right? Seems like you always have to use a scrub under. Yeah, you pretty much do. or you have to find that quarterback that's not priced properly. So Terry has a good point. Terry says, so I won $190. This is an ongoing thing in DFS and in the community. So people seriously have it in their minds that if they play $180 in games, right? That's what they play. They play $180. People have it in their minds that even if they finish off, let's say 150, which would be you lost $30, because it says winnings 150, they think that they still won $150. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, you got $150 back of the 180 you played, but you didn't actually win any money. The money you put on the table, because all that money you put on the table could have been gone. You didn't add anything new to your bank, right? In economics, the 180 is sunk cost. You were going to play anyway, but I get it. Yes, right. But people will literally say, like, this has been brought up all the time. I brought this up on Twitter a while back. There's a guy that plays like $300,000 in a day, right? Professional player, that's basically what he does. That's his job, is playing DFS and gambling, and that's it. And it was like $330,912 or something, right? And then in his winnings, it said 3,037. Like, it was like $5 or $10 difference. It was $5 or $10 less than what he played. And people were asking, how much did he win? He didn't win anything. He lost $10. He put that up to play, right? I mean, he got it back, but he didn't add anything more to his bank account. His bank account from where it started to when he played and to where it ended is less, right? Excellent showing for the real that the team has been. Net is then minus 30, and that is how I see it too. Yeah, but people legit argue, and some people might be trolling it a little bit because it's an ongoing thing in the DFS world, so maybe there's somebody that, is a big troller. But I'm telling you guys, man, like, that's not winning anything. You haven't gained anything new to your account. You've lost money from where your account started at. I don't know, man. I don't get it. Harbaugh and Michigan need a divorce. Yeah, you think so? Or was that fire trash? How about those freaking Gators, guys? Like, I was a Gator fan back when I was younger. I was a huge Gator fan, like the Emmitt Smith days. How about those Gators, dude? That Frass kid is unbelievable. That kid can play. He had 6 TDs. Was it 4 or 5 in the first half? 4 or 5 touchdowns in the first half. And he even let the backup running back in the first half go in by the goal line, and the other quarterback ran it in. And he was on the sidelines cheering, and yeah! Dude, that Frass kid is going to be insane. Is he a senior? What, anybody know? Anybody know what he is? You know what sounds good this morning is a McMuffin from McDonald's. She's got Stranger Things stickers on the back. Stranger Things. Alright, I gotta order my drink up quick. What up, Jesse? My man, how you doing, brother? Happy Sunday morning to you. Happy NFL Day.
Stopping at Starbucks. What can I get started for you today?
Can I get a Venti caramel ribbon crunch with 2 shots of espresso, please?
Of course.
That'll do it.
A Venti caramel ribbon crunch with 2 shots of espresso, and I'll be all for you today.
That'll do it.
Right, so it'll be $7.77 up at the window.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll get Zoe a pup cup again, and we'll buy the person behind us drink if it's whatever. We don't care how much it is, I guess. They could be buying 10 drinks. We'll get it, right? Just because what we do. We're good peoples. Yes, we're good peoples. I only get notifications on my iPad. That's so weird, man. You know, I'm going to talk to Zach. I got to figure out the Discord thing. But guys, even if you don't want to hang out in the Discord and talk in the Discord, if you link into the Discord is like a really good thing for notification-wise. Because we started a new Discord, not the old one I had a long time ago. Like, Zach set up a new one for me. But it'll actually give you notifications when I'm live, regardless if YouTube does or not. Like, that's why Zach, unless he's working, Zach is always the first one typically in my streams because he gets it right when it goes live. Right away. Boom. It'll notify him. It'll let him know. So, we'll have to look into that. But going back to the whole, you know, how much somebody won or didn't win. Like, it's always hilarious. Like, you'll see people screenshot and they'll be like, oh, man, I just won $100 or I won this. Here's another thing I want to touch on real quick. And I don't understand it, man. I really don't understand why people even do it. But lineup providers. And what I mean by these people is these are guys that basically you pay them and they give you actual lineups. Like, you pay them money. I'm not talking plays. I'm not talking plays that you're on or they're on or whatever. I'm talking about you pay these guys. These guys actually give you like legit lineups. But they're not usually legit. Like, they'll win like 2 or 3 out of 16 weeks, right? And here's the problem, guys. Especially if it's cash, it's not the biggest deal, right? Because cash lineups you find are very similar in a lot of places because a lot of people that are researching are going to find that, hey, Mike Davis, Duke Johnson, these guys are like locks, right? Yeah, man, for sure. Hell yeah. We can do that sometime, Shaq. Maybe we'll take a road trip this next spring or summer or something. I'd like to do a little car traveling. Maybe if I get a new vehicle spring or summer, which I'd like to do, maybe we'll travel a little bit, like within a few states and hit up some card shops. I think it'd be cool to actually do like a traveling like card thing, like going to different card shops in different states and meeting up with people along the way. Whoever is there, like hit up every card store that's in the area and at least buy a pack or something, whether it's a box or a pack. I wouldn't be able to afford to buy a box every stop, every card shop, but maybe buy a pack and rip it while we're there, you know? And then Zach could take all the highlights from the lives and he could create like one big video of the trip of ripping the packs, and Zoe could roll with me and we could go do some. I think that would be fun. I think that'd be a good time. So again, guys, I'm going to be doing a lot more traveling here. It's happening, right? It's already happening December 11th. We're already starting this whole ordeal. So give me 1 second. Let me pay here quick. Hi, how are you? Yes, please.
Your dog is so cute.
Thank you.
What kind of dog?
It's a Rottweiler.
Rottweiler?
Yeah.
Oh, you were so perfect.
What's the total?
$7.77.
And then what's the total behind me?
I'll have to check.
Sure.
Sorry, there's somebody here.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh my goodness.
Pup cup time.
Okay. So 1223 is your change. I'll hand that back to you. The car behind you is 573.
Here. Okay, here we go. Just keep the here, and then keep the change for both, like for tip for us and them. All right. All right. Oh, I still need my drink.
Oh my goodness.
1 second, guys.
I don't know about that.
Was that good? Hookups.
Well, thank you very much. We'll have that drink right out.
Thank
for
you. Thank you. So anyway, these lineup providers. So you pay them like $5 a lineup, or $20 a month, or $40 a month, and I don't understand it. And some people will say, "Well, it's because I don't have time to research." Right? Yeah, she already got it, man. She already got it. She devoured it. I had it on camera for a little bit.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Yep. Oh boy, I think they got me the wrong size. I wanted the bigger one. This has a double in it. I'm gonna be zipped. All in one. Holy buckets. Holy Toledos. What time do stores open around here? Sunday, is it 11 or 10? Doesn't Five Below sometimes have cards? I heard somebody say Five Below sometimes has cards. I'm really interested in Hobby Lobby now for top loaders and stuff. Wouldn't that be crazy if they had some cool stuff? Oh yeah, just go back a little bit on the video, or when it gets uploaded, dude. I put it up like this, and she was just killing it. You could see her like just crap all over the place, all over. All right. We could do a little checking around. We could go to like the other Target. Check out a couple of stores, maybe. See if they got anything. I don't know. I wonder if Cal's open on Sundays. I don't remember if he is or not. My guy Cal. Okay, careful, honey. I'm stopping. What's up, Tim? What's going on, my brother? Tim, and maybe Timmy too is joining us. I don't know. Good to see you as always, my friend. Hope you're doing good. But these lineup providers. Let me just touch on this, guys. So you'll see it, like, and you'll see on like Twitter, you'll see them like post like their lineup, and you'll see them tag somebody. And now I'm not talking about like somebody who tags like Osimo or Roto Grinders or something like that, because those guys don't give lineups out. Those guys just give different plays that you can play. Like they don't create a lineup for you, like an exact lineup, and send it to you. These guys actually send exact lineups to you. And here's the thing, man. Like I said, in cash, it's not a big deal because a lot of guys' lineups are the same. But in GPPs, how in the hell are you ever going to actually take down a GPP with some lineup that some guy gives you, and 10 or 20 or 40 other people are playing the same lineup? So if you guys all get first place, and it pays out, I mean, you could still win some good money, don't get me wrong. But let's just say you get first place and it pays out $1,000. If you tie with everybody else or all your other people, let's say the 20 or 40 people, you're literally going to get, like, instead of $1,000, you're now going to get like divided by 20, what is that, 20, that's $50, right? $50. So your payout just went from $1,000 to $50, and maybe even less, because there may be even more people than that playing that lineup. I just don't understand. I mean, okay, here, this goes back to the whole scared money and playing stuff maybe you shouldn't be playing. If people are doing that because they're afraid and they're not confident in themselves and building their own lineups, which I get. I understand. Not everybody understands or knows how to build lineups. I'm not saying everybody should. But your chances of winning money, your chances, the gratitude that you get if your lineup wins. Like, dude, when I took down the GPP and I win on a pretty consistent basis overall, that makes me feel fucking good, man. I'm like, dude, I know what the hell I'm doing. Like, I know what to do. I know how to build. When I look at my Roto Grinders, because I have my usernames linked to them, because they can rank you, and there's like 50,000 people ranked. When I'm like top under 10% out of 50,000 people in playing DFS that actually got themselves ranked, I feel good about that. And I started out just like anybody else, not knowing if you follow football. Yeah, and that's just it. That's Tim. You have a great point there, brother. If you follow football enough, or any sport, you can kind of get an idea. Now, here's what a lot of people try to do when they first start playing DFS. They're like, well, this should be so easy, right? I just play the top guys or the best guys that are playing and whatever, like that have been playing. But then they run into salary issues because you only have so much money to spend, and you come to realize quickly that, well, that's not really how it works. You have to find the best value in your plays. So I'm gonna get a McMuffin this morning. I'm craving a McMuffin. Yeah, but be unique. But you get so much more satisfaction. Like, how it's so dumb. Like, they'll win like a $2 contest. They'll win like $2 or $4, and they're just like happy as can be. But yet they're paying someone else to give them a couple wins a week, or a month, or a season, or whatever. I don't know, man. Plenty other star. Exactly, man. Can I get a sausage egg McMuffin, please? That should do it. Thank you. All right. Yeah. And that's what you got to find a lot of times. You got to find that cheaper, you got to find value. Like, at the end of the day, DFS is a numbers game. It's all about numbers. That's why guys that aren't even big into sports and are good with numbers and good with analytics and good with other things have great success, because it's a numbers thing. She'll get parts of mine. She always does. Dude, don't let her fool you. She gets every time I eat, she gets food. Like, she gets food from me, besides her bowl being full all the time with water. This girl does not go hungry ever. Like, when I get a double roast beef at Arby's, I eat about a little over maybe 3/4 of it. She gets a big old chunk at the end. Yeah. I get a 2 cheeseburger meal at McDonald's. She gets probably at least half of one of the burgers. Yeah, she used to be so good. I used to not feed her or give her scrap and food and stuff. She used to be so good with that. And I started sharing with her, and now it's like she expects it, She'll sit there and she'll be nice, and she won't grab at my food or anything, and she'll wait for me to give it to her, but she knows. She knows she's gonna get some. Yes. Yeah, am I talking about you again? Do you know that I'm talking about you? You do. She's trying to hold my hand right now. I wish I could tilt the camera so you guys could see. She always tries to hold my hand. She puts her paw up over my hand. Yes. All right, James. Have a good day, brother. Your package should be on the way, James, by the way. Should be on the way. Crazy how you can give them our food one time. And so, yeah, exactly. They're like, man, I want that stuff instead. Who wants the other crap? Who wants that grinded up pork and whatever, duck and scrap? So, damn, we almost been an hour already. You guys been hanging out with me this weekend a lot. So next weekend, next Saturday night, I'm gonna go to the casino, the local one, Mystic here. I gotta get some playing in, like I told you guys before I go to West Virginia. I gotta keep myself fresh on the cards, so I'm seeing things that I'm in. You know, you always get into situations you've never been in with cards, like different setups, different styles, different plays. So all right, let's see, what else do we want to touch on? You guys have any other questions on season long at all? Plays that you're questioning in your own deals? Timmy's dog will come sit in front of you, shake your hand, give you knuckles. Nice. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, dude. Man, you know, shout out to Jimmy bro, Jimmy Guns. You know, he his thing, you know, he's talked about his connection, and you know, when he realized what love was is when he got his dog. That's when he realized what love was. Like, his dog made him realize what love is. What up, Alex? Yeah, right? You do gotta stay consistent. That's a good point. I'm gonna touch on that in a second here. 352 or what? Yep. Yep. Yes. And that's what I always say. So I always say that you're not playing for this hand. You're playing for the long game in blackjack, right? Too many people play for the one hand. They want this win. It's like life or death for them. That's not what we're shooting for. We're shooting for the long game. Thank you. We're shooting for the long game, right? We want to survive. We want to survive for a while. We don't want to just end it right here. You just end it here, you might as well just put all your chips that you have and put it on one hand and let it ride. And then if you win, you walk away. If you lose, you walk away. Right? I think that's the best thing to do if you're going to do that. You should be in it for the long haul. For the long haul. For the long haul. Alright. So, guys, again, you're going to see my ugly mug shortly. After the noon games, join me. I'm going to rip a box of Contenders Draft Basketball. 6-pack, 6 autos. One other thing I do want to touch on. Before Jimmy went live yesterday, I popped on. His name is Just Mitchin. It's J-U-S-T space, and then it's Mitch, M-I-T-C-H, and then I-N. So it's Just space Mitchin. He's on Twitter, and he's on YouTube. He was doing he talks sports and talks stuff, kind of does his own little podcasting thing, but he does it like live. He's just starting out, so he doesn't have a lot of viewers. Me and Quados both popped in. We didn't even tell each other. Like, I went in there, Quados was in there, like, in the chat, said, hey. I was like, hey, what's up? And Quados was like, oh, what's up? He's a good dude though. He's a fan of mine, a fan of Jimmy's. He's watched my in-depths and stuff. He's trying to get something going. You know, he suffered some kind of brain or head injury or something. So, you know, I think there's not as much that he can do because of it, like work-wise and whatever else. But he's a very, very good dude. If you guys could, man, I know there's only like 12 watching right now, but people watch this later too. If you guys could, give him a sub, give him a follow. Maybe pop in when he goes live sometime. Say what's up to him. You know, I've always been a big fan. I've always been a big supporter. I've always been a networking guy. I've always been a guy that I always like to cheer on the small guys. I really try and hope that they get more viewership and more people. Dude, I mean, the thing to me, the thing that's so ecstatic to me and so fun for me, makes me feel awesome, is when I go into a stream and there's one person watching, right? And I'm the second person or third person or whatever. And like, he's talking and he's like, you know, or the person talking and they're like, wow, man, I'm not used to having this many people in here. Like with 3 people watching, right? Like, that's cool to me, man. That's like, you know, I would love to see him have like 10 people watching when he goes live next time. You know, and not that we can make it every show, not that we can make it every time, but I'm just throwing it out there, guys. I've always been a guy to try to help and push other people. He's a great dude. You know, he definitely knows who I am. He definitely knows, he's watched my stuff. He actually even said that before he killed the stream, when he was about done, he actually said that he's got a really cool story on his life, and he asked about doing an in-depth with it. And I said, absolutely, man. I said, absolutely. I said, hit me up. What, you know, we'll get it booked. We'll figure something out. I'd love to hear it. I'd love for you to be on. So definitely going to try to get him in depth one of these weeks, hopefully in the next month or two, whenever he wants to do it, whenever he feels ready. You guys will get to know him a little bit more. I'll have his information in the description, so people can, you know, find it there as well. But it's YouTube, and it's just JUST space capital MITCHIN. Just Mitching. His name is Mitch. Okay? So he said, now that's awesome, Tim. That's awesome. You just subbed to him. Have fun watching football. We'll check. Okay, awesome, Tom. Have a great day, brother. Good luck with your, the Lions play today? Oh, I think they're off, aren't they? They off this week? Later, guys. Mama woke up. Gotta go. Stay safe. All right, brother. Be good, man. Popped in there. I was just late checker. It says, yeah, dude. He's a good dude, man. He's a really good guy. Very humble. That's what I love, man. I just love me some humble people. He great topics too, man. I mean, he was even, oh yeah, that's right, Washington. He was even covering like hockey and like just all sorts of stuff. So but all right, I'm gonna eat this sandwich. I'm gonna go get my tan in real quick, relax the body, relax the muscles, relax what I need to relax, and then yeah, I'm gonna get ready, check last second things. If you guys have any questions before the games start on your fantasy or on DFS, hit me up, send me an email, send me whatever. There's the link for just Mitchin. Guys, if you could, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to somebody, man. Just do it. It costs nothing to subscribe. I would appreciate it. I think that'd be cool, man. Let's get his sub count up a little bit. Get his viewership up a little bit. Give the kids some confidence. That's what we need to do. Awesome. Give him some confidence. But that's right, man. Take care of each other. Help each other out. So I'm going to roll, guys. I'm going to go get this in. I'm just over an hour right now. We're going to probably be live for a little while later. So I'm going to go get her done. Awesome, guys. Appreciate you guys for doing that. That is awesome. I will see you guys between 12 and 3:30-ish. I'll be able to share it on Twitter and stuff when I go live because I won't be on my phone. I'll be desktop. So, and I'll be able to do that soon when my other phone gets here. When I got my other phone to share it. So that will help with getting people knowing that I'm live when notifications don't work. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Enjoy the noon games. Good luck to all you DFSers, fantasy guys out there. Let's get it, guys. Week 10. Love ya.